Hello everyone, Perumal Jagan here. We are doing a malware analysis. We are trying to analyze a complex Go malware. I'm not familiar uh, with with the advanced malware analysis, especially using a debugger. But we are actually started learning this, and we started with the difficult binaries, a Golang binary, and we've answered few questions. We managed to answer few questions by using a debugger. Now, I guess it is time to uh, switch to the screen and do the rest of the things. Yes. So you are seeing the x64 debugger screen, and I can see in front of my eyes, I can see a couple of curl commands and followed by a PowerShell command. Then some host name, you could see here, host name, ipconfig stuff. I think, look at this. Let me scroll right side. So looks like it could be trying to collect some data. Host name, ipconfig, and go string hijacked locations and sending them as a data. I don't know. Maybe it might be trying to grab or collect some information from the system and try to pass here. Country, city, VPN, private key. Okay, some geolocation probing. So what I can understand is this particular malware is trying to enumerate some system information. Then it tries to check the tries to use this particular API used to check the geolocation, right? And then this one actually once it grabbed all the information, it actually downloads the malware from C2. So that's what happens. Then PowerShell execution bypass to execute this Go team binary. So that's what happens here. So it actually does the execution as well. So that's the purpose of this MC mod maker version 1.4.exe. So from this, I think we can understand. So this is the screenshot they took and they posted in their write-up. So with the bare eyes, I thought this is actually in the disassembler. Then I kept searching for these strings inside the disassembler Ghidra. But in fact, it was x64dbg. Fine. I go to the challenge page. What's the next question? While analyzing MC ModMaker version 1.4.exe, what format is the data that is returned to the C2 server? And I think I should be referring this right up this time. If I scroll down, let's see what's the value of API key, and we got that already. GoTeam.exe is a domain name, that's fine. And here is the execution. Continuing your analysis, our geolocation check is failed. The malware is using PowerShell again to perform downloads, which no doubt is the encryptor. We can clearly see this is the C2, fine. Okay, continuing the debug in the same binary at offsets. So they also gave some address, D34268, sorry, D34268, D326AA. We observed error related to JSON outcome. So from this, they came to the conclusion that this is actually the application JSON. Where is the document? So in this, if you see the official write-up, I think they uncovered it here. We can further analyze main.send discard, and inside it we can see that the data gets sent to the attacker discard in JSON format. Do we have Ghidra opened here? Static tools, advanced static tools, Ghidra. Opening it. modmaker.exe. And now we go to namespace. main, inside the main.main, send to Discord, right? Send to Discord. Yes. Come on. Yes, here it is. In send to Discord, did they mention about the type? Application data. Let's check this out. Posting, content type. Here is the URL, the webhook URL. Send to Discord. I think I should scroll down further. See how huge it is. Even if you create a hello world binary in Golang, it will be huge with bunch of functions. And that makes this reversing of Golang quite difficult, or a hell, I would say. Okay, let's go to this lab, into this debugger. If I scroll down further, error running the command. And look at this, error sending to Discord. So based on this only, they came to the conclusion that this is using a JSON format. And I just use the same thing, but I'm just trying to see an outcome like this. Application JSON. Can I see them at least anywhere? Error sending it to the Discord. I'm getting this error. I keep getting this error. Okay, I go and try to answer this question. Can I go to this particular send data Discord defer wrap one? Can I go there? Gidra. Main Discord defer wrap. Yes, this one. If I scroll down further, can I see application JSON here? I don't see them. Okay, I'll just use that write a reference and give the answer. So it's JSON format. What format is the data that returned to the C2 server? Yes, that's the thing. And what specific file type is enumerated by goteam.exe for encryption? So I got the answer for this. So let me tell you how it is. I go to this code browser. So I open goteam.ext as well. And now if I go to namespaces, now we are in the goteam.ext binary, exe binary. I'm going to main function, inside the main function, and look at this one. This particular part, this is what I wanted. I just go to main function now. Let's go here. So inside the main function, if I scroll down further, I could see trying to read the directories. So it is trying to read the directories, trying to do some path join operation. If I scroll down further, find text files. So what it does, it actually tries to find the text file, then doing some encryption. That's what I believe. That's what it does. Let's see. I think it's quite it's little better to see in this decompiled view. Hex decode string, finding the text files. So if I go to find text files, what happens? So walk directory. So this particular stuff is actually trying to find the text files in the directory. Yeah. So I believe it's going to be a text file. The text file is only get encrypted by this ransomware. What is the full string that is displayed when goteam.exe enumerates in restricted Windows folder? So what it does, looks like this goteam, the ransomware encryptor, try to enumerate a restricted Windows folder, which that ransomware doesn't have access to. Then what sort of error? What is the full string that is displayed when the error is triggered? So how we can find that? I think it should be found from the debugger. Let's see. I'm just scrolling down. Yes, this is the answer, but how to find them? This behavior suggests the encryptor may not have access to certain directories. By searching the error handling related strings, I found references indicating some directories explicitly skipped. Sort of higher level explanation in this write-up. I scroll down further. Do I see any detailed explanation here? What is the full string displayed when goteam is enumerated restricted Windows folder? Skipping directory. Can I see them inside inside a Ghidra? Let's see. Code browser, not this one. This one. Oh. goteam.exe. Search for strings. Search. Yes, here if I go and check for skipping, and I go here, can I see anything? Oh gosh, here it is. But how to find them? Because I referred the write-up, but without referring the write-up, how I could have find this? CAD library. So here are some messages. Then here is the directory. 4E620A. That was the address. Similarly, can I see application JSON? No, that one not found. But the error message, it is obvious. So this was the error message. I think they have defined this message in the printf statement of Go source code. So that is how it spotted. Fine. I think this is the answer. I go to this Linux machine. I think /n is not required. Okay. So this is the answer. Fine. Within the encrypt file function, in case the file was read successfully, what is the function name found in the call instruction? So within the encrypt file function. So let's go there. I go to Ghidra. Come on. Encrypt file function. Can I see them? Encrypt file function. Okay. I think this one. Yes, let's see. I think inside the encrypt file function, I'll be able to see all those strings when it is trying to read uh, a file but don't have access to. I think, yeah, error reading the file. What was the answer to our previous question? Skipping the directory. I think I'll be able to get that here as well. For now, I think we need to answer to the question. In the inside encrypt file function, in case the file was read successfully, what is the function name found at the call instruction? So we are inside this one. I should be checking for the call instruction, right? So let's go there. The file is found. What is the call instruction? Error reading the file. So this is not a call. This one, maybe. Yes, I guess that one. Crypto AES new cipher. So here it is. Before there was an error reading file, but if the file found successfully, I guess it actually looks for crypto AES new cipher function call. Let's verify this with the write-up and look at this. Error reading the file followed by this function call inside the encrypt file. So that's the answer. Crypto AES new cipher. Copy. Go to this one. These strings separated by underscore. And that's right. That's the correct answer. All right. Now, what's the decryption key? So there are only two questions to answer. I think I can try to finish it soon. So I already reached 20-minute mark. Doesn't matter. So I'm just going to finish it here. What's the decryption key? What is the name of the project in the encrypted.txt file? So I need to find the decryption key now. How to find them? Let's go and check this write up, the same write up. Since the encryption logic relies on AES, okay, the same key is used for both encryption and decryption. So that is how the encryption of in AES works. Crypto AES new cipher. Let's go and Google it. I go here. Crypto AES Golang. New cipher. That's the function. So this is what we just witnessed. Function new cipher. Source file aes.go. Here is an example code block. Function new cipher. Key cipher block. I think so the same key is used for the decryption as well. So that's what they try to say here. So here, if I get into this AES, sorry, this cipher routine, the AES cipher routine, I think I'll be able to uncover the decryption key. Let's see. Maybe how I can do this. Let's see. AES new cipher, key size error, more stack. Okay. Do I see any hard-coded key here? I'm just trying to find them if it is. You can see this function is actually getting the key as an argument. Inside the encrypt file, here is the function call. The variable 9 is actually storing the variable 9 is actually storing the key, I guess. In this crypto AES new cipher var 9. So this is the function call. So in the function call, I can see the argument var 9. So which is the key? Because if I get into this new cipher, I could clearly see when it is calling this new cipher block, the key is actually passed inside this as an argument. So it's pretty clear that I need to find that variable 9. How I could find them? Maybe what I can do, I need to stop at some point. Let's see. Error reading file. After error reading file, how long does it take to come to this part? Error reading file is in the 4B7272. That's the address. 4B72C0. So I think if I get to this, or maybe if I try to stop somewhere here, I'll be able to uncover the variable 9, which is the key. Right? Let's see the write-up. That's what I assume. I'm just need to confirm it with which is quite correct. It was correct. Yes. And look at this. This is the block. Crypto AES new cipher var 9 and followed by some variable setting. And I could see the call here. So looks like in this area only I should stop while debugging in order to find the key. Okay. Now let's see. Since the offsets differ, the easiest approach is to search for the nearby strings for error reading file. I began analyzing the surrounding assembly strings instructions that decompiled in Gidra. Search set the breakpoint at 3C72C0. How did I set the breakpoint there? I think 3C72C0. They set a breakpoint somewhere here. Error creating cipher, right? I think they set here. 3C72A8. Okay, now I go to debugger. So inside this debugger, I should go to this place. I think now I loaded the modmaker.exe, right? I should be loading a different file now, goteam.ext. Okay, I have loaded it. And let me enlarge this. It is done. I search for the string. If I scroll down, can I see them? Now it is in the system breakpoint. Now let me go and run this. So X analysis is doing extended analysis. Now I think I'm stopped in the entry point of the GoTeam binary. Now this is fine. When I scroll down, or I need to do the string search, right? How to do that? I was just doing this. View, not view. Debug or tracing or plugins, favorites, options. Come on. How was I doing this? Not a memory map. SEH script symbols, no. Source, references. Okay, I think inside the references, all module strings. Okay, I got it. We need to go to CPU, search for all module string references. So here it is. And inside this, if I scroll down, do I see the string where it was? Like, okay, go to Ghidra. I already know the string that I need to look. The string is error reading file, right? That's the string. So I copy this, I come to debugger, and I search for this string, and look at this. This is here. But there are 4 occurrences. So let me apply breakpoint at each place. Toggle breakpoint, sorry, not toggle bookmark, toggle breakpoint. I'm pressing F2 simply to apply the breakpoint. Okay, now I apply the breakpoint. Now what I'm planning to do, I'm running it. I go to CPU again. Come on. Debugging stopped. Okay. When I run this again, I'm hitting a point. It says system breakpoint reached. So let's see a breakpoint now. I actually have breakpoint in various places. 10337B2. Come on. E5E. I don't know where I stopped right now. I'm running this. This is the entry point, address of the entry point. Debugging stopped. Come on. I go to this one. I'm restarting this binary. System breakpoint reached. Now I'm in which breakpoint? I think E5E. Maybe this one. Oh gosh. I need to run this. Now I'm in the binary entry point, which is DC80. No. Yeah, I think that breakpoint is hit now. That is why it disappeared. Now I go and run again. Debugging stopped. Looks like it is wrong. So I restart this. I run. I hit the binary breakpoint. Now at this point, if I right click and search for current module string references, can I see error handling file? Yes, here it is. So I remove this, remove breakpoint, and now I'm just applying breakpoint here. 1047255. 1047255. Now, if I simply run, what happens? It again says debugging stop. What is the mistake I did? 3C72C0. Since the offset differs, the easiest approach to search the nearby string error, reading the file. From there, I began analyzing the surrounding assembly instructions, correlating them with the decompiled data in Gitra. 3C72C0. Highlighted one. Go to search for string references. How about skipping directory? Yeah, no, wait. Error reading file. So because that was the previous string to this function, I'm just copying this. Or if I go to this one, do I see any string within this? No. Oh. Error reading file. 1047255. If I can go here, follow in disassembler. Yes. Okay. But I guess this one is not at all reaching. Then in the write-up, what was that command? 3C72C0. So before error creating cipher error, 38dbg go team. Scrolling down. So before that, at this point only they applied. You see, error creating cipher. So before this, they have applied breakpoint somewhere here. Which one it is? So here is a subroutine, go team.sub, another function call. So let's see what it is. So here is the error. Before that, there is one jump equal, and there is one call and another call. Okay. Jump instruction, call, another call. I guess this one. I guess this is the subroutine that I want. Can I apply breakpoint here? Yeah. Then what should I do? Then follow the dump value at offset A8. So once it hits this breakpoint, 3C72C0. So whatever the breakpoint we set, once it hit, I guess, yeah, I guess it should be checking for the dump in this particular 3C72A8 address. Because this is the function call. So before the function call, it is trying to form, or it is trying to craft the key. So that's what it is. So let's go and see this error reading file. I think this is fine now. 47 to 104728. I think this is where I should follow the dump. Okay, now it's pretty clear. I'm just removing this breakpoint. Edit. Come on, I should remove this breakpoint now. If I press F2, it removed. Okay, now I have only one breakpoint. I run this. I don't know whether it's gonna hit. It says it's terminated. I don't know why. Search for all modules, string references, and go to disassembler, then bring the, come on, I go to search for all modules, string references. Inside this, I'm pressing this and just going here. Follow in disassembler, and when I execute, why it's not hitting this breakpoint? I really wonder why it isn't hitting the breakpoint. So this is the call. Let me do one more ChatGPT search. This could be the final search. I think this video is already reached a 40-minute mark. So it's going to be 2 huge videos for that I'm going to upload. But okay, I go here. Come on. 0 uploads at a time. Okay, I do one thing. I bring my base machine's ChatGPT. I have uploaded this. Why this breakpoint is not hitting? Maybe it's not even trying to encrypt the file when I'm executing this with debugger. Maybe how I can just make it to encrypt some text file. How I can do that? I think I should refer this right up. So here he was doing some things. Let's see. Skipping the directory access denied. Okay. Yeah. They actually created a folder and they put bunch of files within that. While debugging XDBT or offset, I observed that output indicating that the malware has detected the .txt file, successfully encrypted it. An interesting finding. Okay. Now, what I can do, maybe I can create a directory and put a file. To test it, I place the ransomware in custom directory, add several files with common target extensions. So they are actually placing this ransomware in the same directory. I executed the sample but observed no activity. But when they did from C uses public, still saw no activity. Okay, I think they need to put some txt file within that directory to trigger this encryption. So now it is not even hitting the encryption routine. That's why we are not seeing any error. We are not seeing any hit to our breakpoint. I go to this lab, then this path, PC, desktop. Okay, I go to desktop here. Sample, mod maker, danger, and this one. Okay. Okay, let me copy this. I go to not desktop, maybe some other directory, or I create a directory here. Okay, on this C drive, new folder, test. So within this, I copied this binary, and also I'm going to create a text document, test.txt. This is test data. I'm storing this. Now I'm planning to execute this, maybe without debugger. Let's see what happens. It executed, but I don't see any activity. Come on. Maybe can I do it with debugger? Exit, closing debugger. I'm going to desktop, opening the debugger again, open a file, maybe not from here, from C drive, test, gotin. And now I'm hitting run. It reached the entry point, and let's say is there any access restriction to this file? I should find that. Maybe what I can do, I go to not breakpoint. Search for all modules, string references, and I need to get one answer that we already made. Skipping directory, access denied. So this was the error message, skipping directory. So let's go here. I'm just trying to confirm whether it's skipping the directory. Skipping directory. So this part. So I follow in disassembler and apply a breakpoint here. Now if I run, I think the breakpoint is hit. Look at this. Now the breakpoint is hit. To get your files back, gotta pay this. TXT documents. Did I hit the breakpoint now? I go here, search for all modules, string references, skipping directory 776F6A. Follow in disassembler. The breakpoint is not hit. So I hit only this one. I go to follow breakpoint. Yes. And it hit this one. Come on, go to breakpoint, follow breakpoint. Then I hit once again. Maybe I'll hit one more breakpoint here. Error creating cipher file. I go and run this. Now I could see there's an internal breakpoint. So it is currently here. I hit once again, run. It stopped. So looks like I guess this one is not even encrypting. But how I can make this file to encrypt? I mean, I need to make this binary to encrypt the data for me. How I can do that? It's pretty lengthy now, so I'm stopping this recording here. So I'll continue this part in the next recording, in the next part, we're going to see how to uncover the decryption key in detail. Okay, so let me stop this here. I'll catch you next time with another exciting one.